On this episode of the Turnbuckle, there are conflicting reports emerging regarding Roxanne Perez's situation in NXT, Taya Valkyrie signs with AEW, and John Cena comments on Vince McMahon's misconduct allegations. Folks, we're getting your favorite wrestling move, some wrestling news, because it's time for the Turnbuckle, yeah! Last week on the NXT Roadblock special, NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez successfully defended her title against Meiko Satomura. Following the momentous victory, Perez suddenly collapsed, and WWE has been providing updates ever since, including when she was discharged last Friday night. While the injury gives every indication of being storyline, separate outlets are reporting conflicting things as to its legitimacy. Today on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer noted that the situation was vague and that hopefully nothing is wrong, but there might be. He also suggested that until they know what the situation is, WWE has to be vague about it. However, Fightful Select were a lot more direct, reporting that Perez is fine and that her quote injury is and always has been for storyline purposes. It should be noted that WWE has not shied away from discussions or replays of the incident on NXT programming, which would suggest it is kayfabe. And perhaps continuing with said storyline, WWE Senior Vice President of Talent Development Creative Shawn Michaels announced this week that with Perez's health in question, NXT needed to take steps to potentially crown a new women's champion to Stand and Deliver, beginning with a series of qualifying matches this past Tuesday. With Stand and Deliver in less than 3 weeks, I have the obligation to announce we possibly have to crown a new NXT Women's Champion, he tweeted. So I already talked about this before, and I already talked about how if this is real, then this is a very odd way that they're doing it. And if this isn't real, then this is a very odd way that they're doing it. I don't necessarily know what this is supposed to do for Roxanne Perez, and I surely don't know what this is supposed to do for the NXT Women's Championship and all the competitors that are competing in the ladder match and everything like that. I don't necessarily know what it is that I'm supposed to be taking away from this, because all I'm really thinking about is that this is a really weird and unnecessary way to sort of like solidify Roxanne Perez as a champion, because that's all I'm thinking about, because it does not sound like it is real. That's what it's leaning more towards being a work. That's what it's leaning towards. At this point, I'm like 70-30% sure that this is a work right now. And that's why I don't understand why they're doing this. I've already talked about that, so I don't want to sound like a broken record. But it doesn't make any sense why they are treating her like this. So ladder match, great. Someone win ladder match and then face Perez, cool. Hopefully, whatever, I don't care as long as she doesn't lose the championship, because man, that would be such a weird combination, and it'll just, no one will stop talking about it. I sure as hell won't, okay? Next, we're going to talk about Taya Valkyrie signing with AEW and how she appears on Dynamite. Taya Valkyrie has signed with All Elite Wrestling. Wednesday's shows saw Jade Cargill defeat Nicole Matthews to retain the TBS Championship. After the match, Cargill intimidated Renee Paquette and asked if there was anyone else to face. Valkyrie then came out and confronted Cargill. After a stare down, Cargill proceeded to leave, but Layla Gray attempted to jump Valkyrie from behind. Valkyrie instead laid out Gray with Jaded. I'm happy to see Taya Valkyrie here. That was literally like, it was like 2 days before Dynamite, so Monday. And I think it was on Reddit, and somebody was like, oh, something, might be Taya Valkyrie. And I was like, and everybody was like, oh, you know, and it ended up being Taya Valkyrie. So she was on Impact. She was recently working for AAA and MLW. Yeah. So she was with Impact, and then she finished up, and that's, if I remember correctly, I don't know if I think I talked about that. I swear at some point I was like, something, Frankie Monet, something Impact Wrestling. I don't think I might have actually said anything. But okay, I might have saw something then. I think I saw something. So I'm glad that she's here. Okay, something Frankie Monet, cool. Okay, now that she's here, I hope that she takes the title off of Jade Cargill. Somebody has to. I'm not saying that Jade Cargill is like boring or anything, but like the storyline itself of Jade Cargill being undefeated and being the TBS champion, that itself is getting stale. And we need somebody new. We need somebody else to come in here and shake things up. And I thought it was going to be Athena, and I thought it was going to be Ruby, and who else? I thought it was going to be Toni Storm, but no. So far, it seems as though Jade has, He's undefeated. So hopefully Taya comes in and she pop, bleedy spop, and boom, there you go. She's a new TBS champion. Jade, don't even bother going to chase it again. Go after the AEW Women's Championship. Like do something, or go get into another like prominent storyline or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Now that you've finally broken the ice with losing a match, now you don't have to worry about anything anymore. You're fine. You're just like one of the boys now. That's not even a bad thing, so don't even act like that, all right? It's not that big of a deal. Taya Valkyrie can be the champion. Not only will it be like a massive change, you know what I'm saying? Now every match now is completely fresh. Now you can just have people just pop up out of nowhere, and it will be a fresh match, and people will enjoy it, and it won't feel like the same thing. And you don't got to do the thing where now she's gonna be undefeated or something like it. You don't got to do all that. So hopefully, now listen, I don't know, I can't see into the future, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, for all I know, Taya Valkyrie like did that weird sitcom thing where she was like, this isn't the bathroom, and now everybody thinks that she's, you know, on AEW or something. So listen, hopefully within like the next, like, we'll say within the next like couple weeks, hopefully Jade Cargill will lose the championship, Taya Valkyrie will gain the championship, and that'll, you know, get the ball rolling for a bunch of different storylines for both of them, for literally both of them. It'll get the ball rolling for a bunch of different storylines. So now, again, I don't know if that's gonna happen, but listen, wishful thinking that, you know, something like that will happen in the near future. Finally, we're going to be talking about John Cena's comments on Vince McMahon's misconduct allegations. In an interview with the Associated Press that was published on Tuesday, John Cena commented on the misconduct allegations that have been made against Vince McMahon. McMahon retired from WWE amid the misconduct scandal last July, but retained his position as the company's majority shareholder. This January, McMahon forced himself back into power as WWE's executive chairman. The AP asked Cena if it's tough to reconcile the positive feelings he has toward McMahon with the misconduct claims made against him. Cena responded, "No, I mean, everyone has the right to have their perspective. I have the right to have mine. When you love somebody, you take them as imperfectly as they are. We all make mistakes. We all have poor decisions. Lord knows I've made my collection of poor choices. That doesn't mean I'm not going to love somebody. There's no way I can go on record and say I don't love Vince McMahon." All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take The Undertaker. I'm going to take John Cena. Let's see, who else? I'm going to take Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, anybody from the, I'm going to say, mid-90s to early thousands, and I'm just going to shove them off in a corner because I don't understand what it is with them going, oh, Vince McMahon, he did great, he did. Listen to me. Listen. Come back, come here, sit down. I understand that at that moment in time, Vince McMahon helped you, and he gave you this, and he's saying all this and that. He giving you all types. He gassing you up. Yeah, you the future. Yeah, you this and you that, and he's gonna. Yeah, I know. I completely understand that. Mans has been around for a very long time. Mans gave you your first championship belt. Mans looking you in the eye, shaking your hand, saying stuff like, yeah, you're going to be this and that, and I want you to be the face of... I know. I understand. It is very, very difficult to look at somebody like Vince McMahon who gave you everything and to turn around and go, hey, what he did was absolutely heinous and disgusting and deplorable and irresponsible and just downright awful. It's very difficult for somebody like The Undertaker and John Cena, and you know what I'm saying, to say stuff like that. But I know you can't just disregard the stuff that he did all because he gave you a piece of metal to put around your waist. That doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you're not looking at the whole picture. You're not looking at what Vince McMahon, the person, did to other people and how he affected those people's lives and how he is running his business just however he sees fit, whether it's legal or not, right? You can't just be sitting there going, yeah, but it's Vince McMahon, what you gonna do, No. So of of course they're going to be singing praises about him, man. That's all I'm going to say about it. It makes perfect sense that Cena and the rest of them are going to say stuff like that. Should he have said the things that he said the way that he said it? No. You're entitled to your opinion, but I don't really think that was probably the best, way for you to like go about it. But that's just me, man. That's just my opinion. That's all I'm gonna say about that. What do we talk about? Is Roxanne Perez injured or not? No, I don't think that she is, at least as far as I can tell. And the way that they're going with everything, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense as to why they're doing it like this. But okay, on one hand, fine. I'm not WWE. I can see that, right? I'm not gonna like lose my mind about that. But the fact that this is the direction that we're going, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and I don't necessarily know how this is supposed to make me feel like empowered with Roxanne, because I think that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be going, oh, she almost fell into the upside down, but she's still fighting. What? Why did y'all do that? Just have her win and then walk out. Whatever. Taya Valkyrie signs with AEW. Great. Give her the belt. Just give her the TBS. You shouldn't, man. Just give her the TBS championship so that Jade Cargill can finally let this go and go do something else. Jeez Louise. John Cena commented on this. I almost said it, YouTube. Oh, man. Ow, I hit my elbow. I did not say it, okay? I didn't say it. So, man, Cena, listen. Have your opinion, okay? Have your opinion and eat it too. That's fine. I know why you're saying it. That's all I'm going to say. I know exactly why you're saying it. You didn't necessarily need to word it in that specific manner, but again, it doesn't really surprise me that's why you that. It doesn't surprise me why, and it doesn't surprise me why you said it, and what you said also doesn't surprise me because, of everything else. That's pretty much it. Okay? Do I agree with what Cena said? Me personally, no. Why did Cena say the things that he said? Because he loves McMahon. He's not going to say anything bad about him. And also, he just doesn't want to say anything that's going to get him in trouble, which is hilarious because that's, well, I don't want to say he got in trouble, but everybody, I saw on the internet that everybody was like, this is a bad take. I saw that. So, listen, at the end of the day, man, like, Cena's his own man. He's free to do what he wants, but maybe he shouldn't have said that. That's all I'm going to say. Folks, that's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully everybody has a wonderful tonight and a wonderful tomorrow. Sorry if this goes out late, by the way. And as always, big hugs. Big hugs all around.